how do I know if I am eligible for overtime pay?
That's an interesting question because employers have some, maybe for lack of a better phrase, tricks that they'll use to make sure that you're not getting paid for overtime. Many people believe that being salaried is the equivalent of being a manager or a higher level position than one is. Typically, what happens is people are misclassified. And by misclassified, I say the difference between someone who is exempt from overtime, meaning they don't get overtime, or someone who is non-exempt from overtime, in which they do get overtime. Typically, the dichotomy is based on what we would say a production worker. For instance, if you work in a warehouse and your job is to retrieve boxes or place boxes on shelves, you're a production worker. And that individual would be entitled to overtime. A manager, someone who strictly manages and isn't involved in the production work, may be exempt from overtime, but you have to look at some of the other factors. And for instance, in California, we have the industrial wage order, we have the labor code that helps us explain, as well as California case law, helps us explain the difference between who is exempt and who is non-exempt.